Good morning, members of the press, our Guardian Group family, Senator Springer, Ministry of Education family to Guardian Group, and this morning's presentation of laptops to our country's school children. We're really happy that you're here to share with us. And without much ado, I will introduce Mrs. Joy Adamson, who will lead us. Senator Dr. Ramel Springer, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training. Mr. Nigel Adams, Executive Manager, Guardian General Insurance Limited, and Principal Representative of Guardian Life of the Caribbean. Other managers and branch managers of Guardian General, Guardian Life. Team members, representative from Hague Communications, Inc., members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a pleasure to be here today to receive officially these computers, Chromebooks to be specific, the electronic devices from Guardian General. As you are aware, we have moved to an online education since we were closed on March the 18th. And for the last month, since May the 11th, we have a tech drive to equip the students without electronic devices with some form of Kindle Fire, tablet, or computer, or in this instance, a Chromebook. This is the largest donation that we have had with Chromebooks. Most of the persons who have donated, we've had Kindle Fires and we've had tablets. We are still so far away from our target of 10,000. That is what we are aiming for. We know that there are a lot of children still out there, and I am receiving calls daily, especially from the ones in the lower schools, for devices. Some people were using their cell phones, but now that we have opened back and a lot of persons have returned to work, those cell phones have returned with the individuals with where the parent or the guardian or the older sibling that the students will be using. So now the cry is even greater out there. So we're very thankful for these 50 Chromebooks donated by Guardian General. And I think we need to clap. Guardian Group, let me correct myself, Guardian Group, which includes General and Life. I got it right. Thank you very much. And we know that you care about the students of Barbados. We want to make sure that nobody is disadvantaged, that nobody is left behind. So therefore, we are very grateful for these Chromebooks. And I saw, as I was leaving the ministry, one young man, a lower six fellow who's about to do his CAPE exams, actually testing out. We did everything for them, we set it up for them, but he was actually there on it, making sure that it could do what it can do. So the Chromebooks, by the end of today, all of them would be issued to especially we are giving them to the sixth form and to the fifth forms. And we are hoping that other persons will come on stream. We always take these opportunities to thank all of the persons who would have already donated. And we know that there are several groups out there. We have the Williams Group, we have Digicel, we have the other agencies and private sector agencies that would have donated already. We really want to thank them, the Rotary Club, the Optimist Club. Some persons are donating directly to individuals, some are donating directly to schools, but we are telling everybody, whoever it is in terms of the donation, let us know. We prefer that it comes through the ministry so that we actually have a record and we have an idea of the students who have, so that there's no duplication. So I take this opportunity on behalf of the Minister of Education, who would obviously have liked to be here, and we have represented our Parliamentary Secretary, who will be accepting on the ministry's behalf. But we want to thank you for what you're doing, and we congratulate you for giving back to the students of Barbados. Shelley?
Good morning. I just want to share a few words, echo the words of the Chief Education Officer, Mrs. Adamson, in thanking you and expressing our thanks and gratefulness for this donation. If there's one thing that COVID-19 has shown us, apart from the fact that we need to look after each other and we need to plant our own food, is that there exists a technical divide in Barbados. And what this small donation has done is that it helps us to bridge that gap, that divide. And it also helps us in our efforts as we go forward to build that resilience in our educational system. So that in the event that we have to be impacted by another shock like this, that we are better able to respond. We realize the importance of technology and the integration of technology in education. We have seen it before, we spoke about it before, but COVID showed us how important it could be in responding to these kinds of shocks. And going forward, we know that technology will play an important role in how, not only how we teach or instruct our children during times of crisis like this, but how we teach our children every day as a part of our whole education reform and the whole notion of making our system more resilient. What I see here this morning is but another example of Guardian Group being a good corporate citizen. You saw there was a need within the country and you responded. No one had to come begging, no one came asking, you responded because you recognized that there was a need. And I would want to encourage all of corporate Barbados to follow suit, because this is a good example of the types of partnerships that we are going to need in this country if we are going to advance our agenda of leaving no child behind, of ensuring that all children in this school, all children in this country are educated. So I want to close as I started by saying thank you for this donation. Thank you for this type of commitment, this type of initiative is very relevant, is very important, and we are, as a ministry, certainly are very grateful. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Nigel Adams. Mr. Adams is the Executive Manager of Guardian General and also the Principal Representative for Guardian Life in Barbados. So he will bring remarks on behalf of Guardian Group.
Thank you, Shelley. Good morning to everyone. Senator Dr. Ramal Springer, Parliamentary Secretary, Mrs. Joy Adamson, Acting Chief Education Officer, fellow colleagues of Guardian Group, members of the media, members from Hay Communications, good morning. Guardian Group is a leader in the provision of integrated financial and insurance services throughout the English and Dutch-speaking Caribbean. Our core values, those guiding principles of our organization's culture, are serving people, quality, trust, and integrity. One of the many ways in which we live our core values is through our investment in our nation's youth. As a group, we are committed to the development of our youth within our community. And this we have undertaken through our annual sponsorship of the Herman Griffith Primary Schools Cricket Competition for over 20 years and going, the Pride of Villa netball team, and more recently, youth football. We have also sponsored the BCA's youth team for over 30 consecutive years between 1983 and 2015. And within recent times, we have supported in the Winner's Circle, an annual program organized by the Registrar of the Supreme Court of Barbados, which is geared towards helping primary school children transition to secondary school. We are currently developing additional initiatives which will also positively influence the lives of our youth. We at Guardian Group strongly believe that no child must be left behind. It is with this in mind that we were compelled to respond to the ministry's call to all Barbados to assist our underprivileged children in the provision of tablets and laptops. We are therefore pleased to announce the donation of the 50 laptops that Mrs. Adamson and Dr. Springer referred to earlier to our children through the Ministry of Education. This donation is part of Guardian Group's wider corporate social responsibility response as we seek to assist families and essential workers directly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. We have worked with the ministry who provided information on some of the schools with the greatest needs. We therefore wish to express our sincere thanks to Minister Bradshaw and the staff at the ministry. Special thanks to Senator Dr. Springer and Mrs. Adamson, who have taken time out of their very busy schedules to be here with us today. I also want to thank Ziggy Marshall from Hague Communications, Inc., who is here as well. As I close, I want to say to all Barbados, get on board and support the ministry in their drive to ensure all children receive a laptop or a tablet, because we are in this together. Thank you.
So this brings to the end of our official proceedings, as they would say. Again, thanks very much to the press, thanks very much to the Ministry of Education's representatives and my Guardian Group family, who also are here in attendance. And we will now do the official handover photo op.